Hello Magiconic Scholar, Aiko here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install simple voice chat onto your server and client so you can have proximity chat just like your favorite YouTuber.
We installed the voice chat mod into Minecraft. That means wherever you walk, you can hear everyone else, and it was hilarious. Look at your face!
For those who are wondering, I do have my own Minecraft server, TresMensis. If you guys want to join in, all you gotta do is subscribe to me on Twitch once and you'll be whitelisted on the server forever. Okay, with that advertisement out of the way, all the information you need will be in the description down below. First, you head over to my repo in order to get the download link for simple voice chat. For this tutorial, I'm showing 1.16.5. Make sure you are downloading the correct corresponding version with your Minecraft version. Click to the right side, click downloads. Look for Fabric 1.16.5, not Forge. In this tutorial, I'm showing Fabric, not Forge, because my server, TresMensis, is running Origin SMP. Origin SMP is Fabric mod pack, not Forge mod pack. So we need to go to Fabric 1.16.5, simple voice chat 1.16.5, 1.30.5, 5 days ago while recording this, but for you it's probably a lot longer. So click downloads, wait 5 seconds, make sure to save it over at your desktop or your download folder for easy access. Click save, show in folder, go to your Minecraft folder wherever it's located. For me, this is my Minecraft mods folder right here. Put the Minecraft mod folder to the left side, put the download folder to the right side. Okay, the download folder is to the right side, the mod is to the left side. So I already have this version of the mod pack, but it is outdated. Voice chat 1.16.5, 1.30.4. That's outdated. I have the 1.16.5, 1.30.5, the new updated. So what you gotta do is close out of Minecraft. If you're using Minecraft, close Minecraft. Delete the outdated version. If this is your first time installing the mod, you only need to drag and drop it in. If this is your second time installing the mod, you can delete the old version and drag and drop the new version. If this is your first time, just drag and drop the new version of the mod in here and it will say voice chat 1.16.5. Origin mod folder right there. There's your mod folder in your pack. Whatever pack you're running actually, even if you're not running Origin SMP, you can just drag and drop it into your mod folder 1.16.5 and you're good to go. So simply go over to your CurseForge, look for your mod pack that you want to launch. For me, it's Origin SMP. Click play. You can increase your RAM or decrease your RAM. Right now I'm running with 10 gigabytes of RAM. And I have Fabric Optifine installed as well. So that's gonna help my game run very smoothly. And while I'm launching Minecraft, let me go back to the simple voice chat and show you some of the features. When it is installed correctly, you will see an icon to your bottom left and an icon onto the multiplayer. Single player, there's not much use for this mod, but for multiplayer, this is very helpful. So I will be doing the server side for any admin that wants to install this mod onto their server. They can simply follow this tutorial. You have a few hotkeys by default in Minecraft. I'm going to rebind those hotkeys. So here's a few hotkey binding. We have voice chat setting, which is V by default, the most useful key. You will press this button a lot. I rebound it to left control because I like to use V for other stuff. So I bound it to left control. Push to talk is caps lock by default. I don't do push to talk, I use open mic, so I don't really need to do caps lock, but if you do like to do push to talk, you can. Mute microphone, this is important for me since I'm a streamer. I talk a lot and I don't want to interrupt other people's conversation, so I just mute my mic, or I can just deafen both sides. Next is disable voice chat. Well, you disable voice chat, you can't hear anything, you can't talk to anyone, so it's just disable the mod. Hide voice chat, so you just hide the icon. It doesn't actually affect any other function. It says you can hide the icon so it looks like you're not. So why is this better than just going into a call in Discord? Well, is proximity, which means if you're far away from each other, you can't hear each other. But when you live in a town next to each other, you can role play and you can have a lot of fun talking and chit-chatting. You can hear a neighbor talking. Well, depending on the admin setting, how many blocks away, it will be laggier on the server, but more fun. I think I recommend a few, maybe 32, maybe 64 blocks. Any further than that is just not good. So somewhere around that, like a perfect sweet spot for your town to exist, and you can kind of hang out and play with each other without needing to use Discord. But Discord is also a feature that add on to this mod with group. You can create your own group inside of the game and have it run on the server, so you're not wasting any extra internet connection or your RAM CPU running in the background for Discord. You can have all of it in one spot in Minecraft Java Edition. And inside of the setting, you have a few features like volume, microphone amplification, maybe you're too quiet, you're too loud, you can turn it up or down. Activation type, voice activation threshold is like when you say p or sneeze or trying to peak, or you have lip smacking, it's not going to pick it up. This is basically similar to how voice gate works in OBS if you are a streamer. You can select your microphone and select your speaker. I'm showing that in game so you can have it be the best one instead of the default. Usually a default microphone is the correct microphone that you're using, but if you are like me, I have multiple different microphones, my webcam, my normal mic, my USB mic, my plug-in mic, my monitor counts as a mic, and for speaker I have my headset, my normal speaker, virtual audio cable. So I'm just gonna show every thing of it here. So that's the miscellaneous stuff. Oh, you can also amplify just one player. So instead of making everyone louder, everyone quieter, you can kind of tweak them manually. One player is louder, one player is quieter, or no change at all. Every player has their own little voice amplifier profile, so you don't need to mess too much with that. Okay, Minecraft finished launching. Single player, useless. This mod is not for single player. Let's go to multiplayer, go to TresMensis. I already have the mod set up. All I gotta do is connect, and I will be instantly put into proximity chat. Well, you will see this in a few seconds. Go to the bottom left side when I load terrain. Bottom left side. I finished recording the YouTube video. Oh crap, I'm starving to death already. Phantom isn't exactly the best one. Bro, I found diamond instead of mine shaft. Okay, so I'm gonna test this out with Hassler. If you see over here in my icon, I'm gonna show icon. Do you see on the bottom left side? I'm gonna zoom in right there. Bottom left side, we have that microphone icon. We are going to TP the Hassler. Everyone on my TresMensis server has the voice mod because it's that good. Yo, Hassler, are you here? No, he's in a group. Yeah, he's in a group. Come on, Hassler, you here? Let me put on my headset so I can hear him. I have it set up so it's headset. Hassler? I think I'm gonna join his group so I can get him out of here. Yo, Hassler, you here?
Yeah.
Okay, he's on speaker. I'm recording a YouTube video. You want to help me out for a bit? 5 minutes?
Well, what is the YouTube video about?
Voice mod. Voice mod. I'm demonstrating voice mod with the player on the server to show how it works. About 5 minutes. Want to help me out?
Well, I guess I have time.
Yeah, so it's gonna take like 5 minutes. It's pretty quick. So let's leave the group and go to proximity.
Yeah.
So I can show the icon.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
There you go. I left the group. So now, if I go F5, I can't see my own icon, but I can see Hassler. That is the group icon. So when he leaves the group, we will see a speaker icon right there. So now we're talking in proximity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear Hassler just fine, and I will make the volume of Hassler go a little bit louder for the video and configure it with the settings, with the microphone amplification for the general volume, and we have customizable volume if I press V, not M. Why did I press M? It's V. Oh, I think it's your own setting. We have to go into a group to set that up. Anyways, so that's the first thing. You can hear Hassler. Hassler can hear me when we're close to each other. On my server, I set the distance to be 32 blocks. So if I'm 32 blocks away, my voice will be echoey and fading very quietly. So I have to get closer for it to be audible. Any further and he cannot listen to me. That's the proximity part. Yes?
I'm just gonna quickly go back to my base.
Okay, that's fine. I'm basically done with this thing. So now I'm gonna go into the group. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the Galactic Empire group, which you can create. So here I'm gonna make a video group. I'm gonna click plus, and I basically started my own Discord call within Minecraft without needing to open any other application or use any more bandwidth than necessary. So I have my, oh crap, creeper. Oh, it was invisible. Hey, go in here, TP to aid me. Yeah, TP to Hassler. I'm up. I don't need to TP. I'll just TP. Oh, wow, you did good. Join the group. And the group.
Hello.
Join the group. Hello, Hassler. Join the group. Nice.
Hello.
So I'm gonna demonstrate this real quick. The group is global, which means I can be anywhere on the server, and Hassler can hear me. There's no limited distance. There's no range. For proximity, there's a range, but for the group, it's basically global, and no one else can hear you because it's private.
I can even go out of this dimension.
Yeah. Let's go out of the infinity door. Why did you? Are you gonna be another Hassler? Just make a bunch of infinity doors inside of infinity doors?
No, it's not even me. By the way, that's Crowley.
Oh, I know that's Crowley, but why is there so many infinity doors? Lamau, it's mad. So how do I get out of here? The infinity doors is confusing as hell. We have way too many infinity doors, you know. This is definitely OP. Yeah, this is OP having your own pocket dimension, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to edit this out,
yeah.
But yeah. So that's gonna be the normal part for the demonstration. Before I go, I'm gonna show you how to set up your microphone and speaker for proximity chat. What you gotta do is go into your hotkey. For me, it's left control, but for you by default is V. So click on V, press Settings, and go to enable microphone test. If you can hear yourself and you can see the threshold moving when you speak, then that is correct. If you don't see that, that means you have the wrong microphone. If you do have the wrong microphone, simply disable the microphone testing, go to select microphone, and make sure you are on the right mic. For me, my default correct mic is KSSK10 for the lineup, but you can click next, previous, or next to select the right one. Voice meter, incorrect. Microphone, voice meter, virtual, no. Primary sound capture device, no. Microphone, USB cam, no. Voice meter, aux put, no. Cable output, no. This one, correct. And I'm gonna go quickly show select if select the wrong one, and then select the right one. The select button is gray and not blacked out. You click on select. If you see it blacked out, that means you are currently selecting that microphone. Same thing applies for speaker. Just gonna do the same one. Primary sound driver is the current one I'm listening to, or I can go for speaker, KSSK10, which is the correct speaker. I don't want to put on headset, but I do have headset, so if I want to listen through my headset and not my speaker, I can go for Realtek audio, rear audio. So I can select that. It'll go to my speaker. I mean, it'll go to my headset, not my speaker. There you go. So I'm gonna go put it back to the speaker. I don't want a headset. Once everything is done, there you go. You can also adjust player volume for example, Nikki. If you want Nikki to be louder, I want Hassler to be louder. I'm just gonna put on the amplification for the adjust player volume like before. Hello again. Hi. Hi, my friend. What's up? Okay. Pretty much everyone here already knows what this plugin is, so that's gonna be the player's perspective on how to install the mod, configure that setting, microphone, the distance, and the group, all in one short part. Now we go for part 2. This one is for the admin of the server owner and server admin. If you want to have the player use this mod, you need to set the mod up yourself. I'm gonna go leave the game and go to my server management file. I'm currently using Bisect hosting, which is a really good server hosting from what I've used. I use quite a lot of different server hosting. I jump from one to another quite a lot, and from my experience so far, this one I highly recommend if you're planning to play Origin, SMP, or any mod pack, to be honest. Really good customer support. So the first thing you're going to do is go to if you're using a different server hosting, you need to ask the staff, the server hosting staff, to open your voice channel for you, because you can't do it yourself. You have to ask the staff or the admin or the system admin to do it for you. If you're running it yourself, then you have to go to the voice mod right here. The voice mod, I'll leave this in the description. Go to the voice mod site, Wikipedia, and follow the setup. Make sure you have to open your voice chat on your server. I cannot manually open it myself. I don't have the permission. That's why I need to go send a support ticket to the staff so they can do it for me. Since I'm using Bisect hosting, they did it within 1 day. It was fast. So if you're on the server yourself, you're running locally, or if you're running on a different system, you have to open it. By default, it is the 24454/UDP. You want to leave it normal. If you don't know, leave it by default if you don't know what you're doing. You can also set the port to whatever the server port is, and that depends on the region and the server itself. So every number will be different here. So I can't showcase that there. For me, in my setting, I have my bind address to my actual server IP, and I will show the config of the server in just a moment. And if you have any problem, you can join into the official Simple Voice Mod Discord, or you can just go to the Wikipedia and try to solve it yourself. If you have troubleshooting problem with the voice unavailable, for me, I fixed it by downloading Netcat from a website for Windows. I'm on Windows, and run this command with your voice chat port, and that will be it. That will fix it for you. But for me, I don't really need to install this because I don't have this problem. If you do, you install Netcat. I'll provide all the information down below. If other people can't hear you, like I said in game, just enable microphone. If other people can't hear me, enable microphone testing again, and select the right microphone. Select speaker, select microphone. If your voice is constantly reconnecting, it is because of the admin didn't bind the IP correctly. So you need to go and bind the IP. By default, the IP is 0000. So that's the default. You don't want to leave it default. Usually default just lags out the server anyway. So don't leave it default, and don't touch any other settings that isn't really that important. All you need to touch is the binding address. That's the only thing you change. Everything else, it just doesn't. Default is fine. Default is fine. So it doesn't matter what you leave it at. So create a ticket, simple voice chat, create the priority to be medium or urgent if you really want it fast, and start talking to the chat. For me, I'm gonna say I need help setting up the voice chat, and you tell them the simple voice chat that you're using or you want to use. The staff already knows what Minecraft version you're running on and what mod pack you're running on. So tell them you need to open the UDP port, and they will notify the system admin. So you need the staff to help out, and you just gotta wait. I waited about 6 p.m., 7, 9. So that's around 4 hours, around 4 or 5 hours, and 4 or 5 hours later, the admin has enabled the UDP on the server, which means they have opened the voice chat. They have opened the gate. They have opened the port. Yeah, the port has been opened by the system admin. So all you gotta do now is to bind your server IP to the config, and you're good to go. Okay? Bind the server IP to config, and you're good to go. Now let's show you how to do that. First, go to your server panel, then go to File Manager, or if you're using FTPS credential, you can also use what usually do I use for it? I haven't actually used it in a while, at least with this. Let me see. Cyberduck. Yeah, it is Cyberduck. I was right. Yeah, Cyberduck. Recently, I've been using Cyberduck, and Cyberduck feels a lot better than FileZilla, in my own opinion. So Cyberduck, I like it. I like Cyberduck more than FileZilla. So if admin owner, server owner, if you're using FileZilla, try giving Cyberduck a go. Cyberduck is worth a shot for those who are new. Okay, back to the tutorial. Go to File Manager. Go to config. First you need to install a mod. Okay, I'm gonna show the admin on how to install the mod. First, you need to go to File Manager, go to the mods folder, right there, mods folder, and drag and drop the mod that you just downloaded, the same one as the client. It is voice mod, so I already have voice chat right here, 1.16.5, 1.3.4. I'm going to delete that because it is outdated. Even though it's working just fine, I'm gonna delete it because it's outdated. We're going to put in the new version, download the mod, same as the same mod as the client. So upload, drag and drop the mod that you just downloaded, voice chat, drag and drop it in. Close. Now you can restart the server in order to see the config. If this is your first time installing the voice chat, you need to restart the server. Since I already restarted these. No, since this is not the first time, I already have the config file, but I'm gonna restart the server anyways. Just got kick our 6-player out. So I'm not gonna restart the server right now, but when you first install the mod, the config file doesn't exist. You need to restart the server first. Restart the server once, the config file will show up. Once you restarted the server, copy the server IP, your server IP right here, copy it, go to File Manager, click on Config, then scroll down until you see Voice Chat, go to the Voice Chat folder, and inside of the Voice Chat folder, there's a Voice Chat Server Properties. Click on Edit, or you can download and edit in your TXT file. So leave everything default if you don't know what you're doing. For me, I changed the fade distance and the voice distance. I want the voice distance to be 16 or 32, depending on how many blocks you want them to be far away. For me, I think this is fine. I don't want very far. The further the number, the more lag it'll cause eventually, depending on the player base. So my server doesn't have a lot of players, so I can increase this to double, maybe triple digit if necessary. But everyone else, it depends on the amount of player. If you have a lot of player, keep the number low. Keep the number low so the server doesn't just explode. Anyways, the server IP, copy and paste it in. Since I already have it, I will just delete it. Make sure to delete the 25565. You don't need the port. The port is up above, so you don't need the port. And there you go. Change the server IP. By default, it is 0000. That's what you should see. 0000. I'm going to exit out and change it again. See if yep, I didn't change it. Good. Okay. So there you go. So that's done. Restart the server one more time, so the config will be applied onto the server. This is the second restart, and once you're done, the server is okay, ready to go. You have everything set up. The voice fade is just how many blocks the voice will slowly die down, be quieter and quieter until you can't hear them no more. And the distance is how close you need to be to listen to someone else talking. Group doesn't have that proximity feature, so group is just global. Everyone can hear the player inside of that group. So yeah, that is basically the simple voice chat mod for Minecraft Fabric 1.16.5. I am Aiko. If this video helps you in any way, leave a like. Comment down below if you have any problems or if you have any question. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all later in the next one. Bye, Johnny.